I don't know about y'all, but the lockdown hit me pretty hard, man. My locks, they're down. Pretty corny, but how's it going? My name is Doe. Hope we're doing good. And today we have some news. Not just any old news, but they're talking about bugs, which is pretty common. Happens. And also some changes they want to make to the flow of the game that they're kind of thinking isn't working too great right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. They have an introduction here. And the TLDR is some things will get fixed in 1.5.1 and maybe even changed, and they might have a hotfix before that date to sort of fix things that they can get in to the hotfix. All right, now let's get into the meat of this article thing, Reddit post. Bugs and issues, grayed out quests. So there's a bug that is causing player hunts to be grayed out and inaccessible. This is due to where they are. This is due to where they are in their quest. This is due to where they are in their quest progression. I need to learn to read. All right, I'm committing to it in 2025. I'll commit to it then. And we are working on a fix for 1.5.1 or potentially a hotfix before then. We're still investigating user accounts to pinpoint the issue since it varies from player to player depending on their quest states. This is rough, man. Like, to me, I heard a lot of complaining in Dauntless Reforged, but some of it's warranted. If you have bugs that you're incurring, that is warranted. The folks going like, I don't like it. That's fine. You can not like it. But I can not like the fact that you don't like it, all right? That's how opinions work. I can have an opinion on your opinion, all right? These folks out here trying to be like, I want to voice my opinion on a live platform. And I'm like, well, this doesn't quite make sense. It's my opinion. No duh. We both got them. Anyway, is this happening to you? Thank the Lord it's not to me. But if it's happening to you, you can send in a report ticket that will actually help you because it can probably resolve your account. Maybe quicker, who knows? Missing brake parts. We'll be running a second migration in order to credit missing brake parts from escalation behemoths. This is a bit tricky, so bear with us while we organize and execute on this second migration. This is a good one because I even noticed for myself that I'm missing some escalation parts, which is never fun. You know, grinding for something and having it being taken away. OhDough, isn't that like Dauntless Reforged? Hey man, happens. Anywho, missing Slayer's Path XP. Some players are reporting that they weren't given Slayer's Path XP. We are currently investigating and will include granting the missing XP in the server hotfix. Incorrect node costs. Some nodes on Slayer's Path have the wrong costs and are more expensive than they should be. I'm not sure what nodes are talking about. We'll figure it out when it happens, when the fix occurs. We will fix this in 1.5.1 and are looking into a way to refund the difference to any players who purchase these nodes. So in case you don't trust them to fix it, which I do, you can just not purchase nodes that you think you don't need right now. That's a small suggestion. Behemoths don't drop rams. So right now behemoths aren't dropping rams, which is making progression harder than it should be. This will most likely be fixed in 1.5.1. Like some people ask me, is the new update good? I said, yes, I like it. But if you want, you can wait because they'll be fixing things and changing costs of, or changing drop rates for certain items. This is part of that suggestion because they announced this publicly in the Discord, but now it's in this article. The standard repeater barrel in all prisms can't be power surged at this time. Since prisms are tied to the UE effects, we will be changing this in 1.5.1 so players can increase their power. Also on this note, eventually they'll be making it to where repeaters are no longer modular. They'll probably still have modularity, but not in the same way they do now. And instead, they'll have their own unique cell slots for behemoths and stats, like every other weapon in the game. So that probably won't happen in 1.5.1, but it'll happen later. Moving forward, is that a Pepe? No, that's an island. Wow. The main attraction. Currently, this quest is not showing you the correct waypoint marker, so it's causing players to get stuck. If you're one of these players, go visit Rosk on the training grounds islands. This will be addressed in 1.5.1. Feedback: too many cores. Wait for this one, chat, or y'all. We're seeing a lot of feedback around the volume and organization of cores. It seems like it's a bit overwhelming right now, so we're discussing solutions such as removing them from patrol chests to compensate for this. We will slightly increase RAM rewards from this source. If this isn't enough, we will consider removing cores from other sources and replacing them with RAMs as well. This actually isn't a bad idea because there are a ton of cores, and just giving RAMs instead of cores might be a good idea. And I'm saying this because at a certain point in Dauntless, and it happens pretty quickly, you will not need to really focus on cells ever again until a new cell is added, but even when that happens, it'll only be for a short time. You will only ever need, at the moment, 2+3s of any cell. Once you get that, you're golden. And right now, not every cell is even good. That's why I think it'd be better in the long haul for just giving more RAMs and giving less cores. Moving forward, edit. We have heard your feedback, and this is on this and agree. Unlocking cores takes too dang long, and that's the real issue. We're discussing this now, and this is just a quick first step to alleviate the problem in the meantime. So they've been asking people, do you want to have a unlock all button, which I don't really want, or like a unlock 5 cores type thing, which I agree with, or unlock a number of cores, because sitting there and unlocking every single core can take forever. I have like 1,500. Some players have 3,000 cores. There needs to be a better way to open them. Too few RAMs. General feedback is that the RAMs are now too rare. RAMs went from being useless to a hot commodity, and I'm still owed 3 million RAMs, all right? Let it be known. We're discussing this internally and looking into solutions and potential balancing changes. Right now, we're considering increasing RAMs from island events. Fixing the aforementioned behemoth RAM drops will also help with this. That's good. And like I said, when they change this, they can always change it again and make it better, or if it's too cracked, they can tune it down. Like, people need to understand, if there's something in Dauntless you do not like, there is a high chance it will change. All right? Just saying, I've seen way too much like negative, I wouldn't even call it feedback, but just negative complaining that's not constructive, and people are, honestly, some folks are complaining that there's content. So, things will change. Just give it time. Migration amounts. We're hearing from a lot of you that the migration was not generous enough. We're talking about crediting more currencies in order to get everyone on their way. We're discussing amounts right now, so stay tuned. Higher difficulty / XP islands for final levels. All right, the way this works is there was a conversion rate. If you have +10, you got like 0.0165 of an Aether Heart. I feel that's a little bit low. They shouldn't get a whole Aether Heart, no shot. All right, +15 giving a full Aether Heart makes sense, but the conversion rate didn't entirely make a whole lot of sense in my mind. And I also think that Dauntless should have communicated how this would work a lot more visibly before the patch happened. All right, but they're gonna look into it, and that's a good thing, I think. They should not, if they end up giving like plus 10 players a full Aether Heart, I'm a riot. All right, I'll be the one complaining then. We're hearing and feeling that the current islands and hunting grounds do not provide a valuable area for the last few levels of weapon XP progression. We're having discussion about bumping up the max level on the last couple of islands in order to give high-level players a way to max out their XP gain rates. We're also going to up the XP for higher level behemoths. Unfortunately, these changes did not make it into 1.5.1 and will come at a later date. General confusion. So this could be cool and a good change, and I think it's important because at the end there's really no point to ever do the last island unless you want to kill Shroud for fun, or if you're trying to get gear from those behemoths. That's the only time I'd do it. We've been hearing that the new systems aren't being explained well enough in game. YouTube it. Honestly, YouTube it or go to the Discord. You don't like the in-game. Yeah, it's good if they explain it better, but I don't know how they're going to communicate it perfectly. There's always going to be a confused player. Look at the middleman. The middleman gives you a blueprint, and people are just like, how do I use this? I'm just saying, man. We're discussing ways to communicate how Reforging, Power Surging, and the Slayer's Path all tie together for new and old players alike. There are a lot of new systems here, and we want to do our best to explain them and reduce confusion for players. We're discussing a handful of UI changes to help communicate these features while also making them easier to navigate. If you invalidate my recent videos, I'm gonna throw some hands, brother. Data. Basically, they read what you guys say, they take it into consideration, but then they use the data to be like, are they lying? Does it make sense? That's this whole paragraph in a nutshell. So, basically, keep giving feedback. If it's not constructive, don't give feedback, all right? If you say this game sucks, you can say it. How are they gonna fix it, huh? How do you fix that? Where's the feedback? Just saying. Like, people kept saying that, and I just write unlucky. Because, like, you can say it, but I can just be like, unlucky, bro. Like, what do you want anyone to say? No, it doesn't, or yes, it does? It's just, people are so strange, bro. So strange. And I'm not going to read all this stuff. I really don't care. Actually, comment by Tenuity. What does it say? Tenutity's a homie. Not being able to see other Slayers' markers when they are down is getting really, really tiresome. So this should be fixed in 1.5.1. They're going to work to fix the bugs. If you report the bugs, there's a high chance they get fixed. Anyway, guys, that is the video. Hopefully it helped you in some way. By the way, I'm not really mad at any comments, but I'm just joking around. Like, people can write whatever they want to write, but at the same time, I can just be, okay, this makes no sense. That's just how it works. It's just how it works. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everyone playing the game. That's cool. And give it a shot. That's all you really can do. If you don't like it, take a break, wait for it to change, and see if you like it then. That's my suggestion. But I'm gonna be out of here. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.